Hello everyone, Richard here at Calvin Wazoo bringing you another video. And today I'm going to share some recent acquisitions that are in the folk and country milieu, so to speak. And some of these I've ordered recently in the mail, and some of these I picked up while I was record digging with Steve Carlson. So let's get on with this. And the first one I want to show you is this one here. This is, there, get the glare off of here. Johnny Crawford, Rumors. Now, Johnny Crawford played Mark in The Rifleman. And as a kid, I watched that show all the time, and I had a crush on Mark. So yeah, I was 8, 9 years old. Anyway, he went on post Rifleman to have a fairly decent music career. Mostly, in the country music realm, and this is one of his records. He recorded this when he was 17 years old. And it's the only one I have. I would like to get some more. He recently died. Within the last year, he died. And already some vendor of a particular record has jacked up their price to like $100 for this one release. And I'm like, very frustrated with that. He's not that collectible. And it's not like the records aren't easy to find, and I sure hope nobody buys that record for that price, because then that's just going to set the standard for what vendors should be asking. Geez, that double record in really good condition, used to be going for like, 15, 20 bucks, and now it's up to 100. Jesus. Anyway, very nice. He's got kind of a Patsy Cline kind of sound, in my opinion. Similar production also, but they're very solid songs for a 17-year-old. So here's one for you to listen to. Now, one that I picked up while I was record digging with Steve Carlson, I saw this new release, still got the shrink on it, by the Wallflowers. This is Jacob Dylan's band, son of Bob Dylan. And as the hype sticker says, this is the first album in nearly a decade, and I have Bringing Down the Horse on vinyl, and I have most of his other releases on CD. I really, really like the Wallflowers and Jacob Dylan. The first time I ever heard them, I was living up in West Yellowstone. It was Bozeman, Montana. And I happened to see a CD, his debut CD, in the store, and picked it up, and I've been a fan ever since. This one also is on purple vinyl. This one is a collection of songs, and the theme seems to be, as the title of the record suggests, Exit Wounds, that these are songs about relationships that are failing, have failed, or are falling apart, or went through some kind of significant stress. So some of them are filled with heartache, some of them with regret, some of them with a little bit of anger, perhaps, such as the track I'll play for you now.
I'm in the city, got two jobs at once. I got the kind of things that only come from working like a devil till the sun comes up. I got your back and I got your front. I take a city bus and then a train. Walk 3 miles of hell both ways. When I get home, don't wanna complain, but tell me who's that man walking around my garden? Who's that man? Tell me who's that man? Tell me who's that man? There he is again. Tell me who's that man walking around my garden?
Yeah, so that's the Wallflowers. Good stuff. Now, I've also been hearing a lot about this, and I finally got the 2 record releases, or the 2 releases that make up the series, and that's Sturgill Simpson, Cutting Grass. This is the double issue of Volume 1. Okay. Then there was also a Cutting Grass Volume 2, nice textured cover, which was a single album release on the 100% pure Kentucky sauce. It's High Top Mountain and 30 Tigers, but I kind of like that, 100% pure Kentucky sauce. Really good stuff. I really enjoy bluegrass music. I've been a bluegrass fan for ever since I picked up, when I was still in high school, the album Old and in the Way. And then because I liked the Cutting Grass series, I happened to see this recently in the store, and this is Sturgill Simpson, High Top Mountain. I still have it in the shrink, so a bit of glare. Just pretty simple back cover. Interesting mosaic type of cover. And I was, kind of expecting some more bluegrass, but no, this isn't bluegrass. This is more country. And, I do like some country music. I'm not a huge fan. My taste in country music is pretty narrow. Certain styles and certain artists. And, I'm not disappointed that I got the record. It's a keeper. However, if I had known that it was probably more in the countryside, I might have been a little more reluctant to pick it up. But I do love the bluegrass records a whole lot. And the selection I'm going to play for you is from one of the records in the Volume 1 set of Cutting Grass.
Them songs, leave everything else to me.
That's some good tunes. And then still moving in the country vein, so to speak. I love me some Emmylou Harris. And this is one that I picked up while I was shopping with Steve Carlson. Luxury Liner. A lot of great songs on here. Songs by Townes Van Zandt, which is one I'm going to play, and by Greg Parsons, and then a lot of great people recording with her. And then there is, she's got a Chuck Berry song on here too. And then there's one song that is by her that she co-wrote with Rodney Crowell, the Tulsa Queen. But the track I'm going to play for you is the opening to Pancho and Lefty. Love me Emmylou Harris. Oh, really like her music. So take a listen to that.
Living on the road, my crib is gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron, your breasts as hard as kerosene. Weren't your mama's only boy, but her favorite one it seemed. She began to cry when you said
All right, now this one I also found while digging with Steve Carlson, and that's Peter, Paul, and Mary. I do not have any, well, I do now. This is my first acquisition of Peter, Paul, and Mary. My oldest sister was very much a fan, and I've listened to their music before and really, really enjoyed it, and saw this one and picked it up. So it's a good, solid album. Probably would have preferred to have it in mono, but I got the stereo version of this release. So you can give that a listen also. Now this one was kind of a lark. So I'm in a store here in Chicago, fairly recent find, the store in another neighborhood that I don't normally shop in, and I saw this sitting in the bin, and he put this sticker on it, says rockabilly, and I like me some rockabilly, and also it's the living stereo. I'll pull it out of the plastic here. So yeah, Chipper at the Sugar Bowl, Chip Fisher. And I was familiar enough with the Living Stereo label that they put out some, they had some decent recordings. It was a decent label, or subdivision, I suppose, of RCA Victor. And I thought, what the hell, I'll get it. Well, yeah, there's a couple rockabilly songs on this, but it ventures kind of more into the country vein a little bit. And, reading the liner notes, I kind of get the impression that Chip Fisher was this, privileged Ivy League student, who could sing and play, he's talented, no doubt about that. But that's more or less why he got the record recorded, I guess. But anyway, yeah, it's not bad. There's some rockabilly. It still leans a little more on the countryside. And I thought, yeah, well, I probably paid a little more than I should. It was less than $10, but I'm really kind of thinking it should have been around $2 or $3 and not as much as I paid for it. But, hey, give it a listen and see what you think.
Baby, I think of her only and when she's away. Hey boy, it makes me so lonely that I could die. Cry a river of tears. Now that she's gone away, I'm singing these blues today. I wish she'd come home to me. I wouldn't be lonely and then I could lose.
Now, the last one I have to show you is, all right, we're getting away from the folk and country music and even, the rockabilly. Although again, that Chip Fisher album has a little bit of, you can kind of hear that he's a little bit of an Elvis wannabe, and the production is a little bit similar to, again, Patsy Cline and, some of her records. But anyway, I saw this one when I was shopping with Steve Carlson, and it's James Galway, Irish flute player, virtuoso flutist, doing the Four Seasons. So he's transcribed the violin solos, for flute. And I thought, hey man, I like me some Vivaldi, and this was pretty nice. This is a pretty nice recording, really, really well done. And heck, it was a $2 record in great shape. I got it on. This is kind of an interesting label. It's the RCA. You can see I left it in the plastic, but there we go. The red label, red seal, RCA label, which I thought was, kind of cool. And so here's I am playing a section of, because we're hitting the end of summer, so from the movement entitled Summer. So there you have it, some of my recent acquisitions. I have a lot more, but I wanted to kind of categorize them into sort of the same or similar genres. I hope you enjoyed that. Leave your comments in the down under, please. I really enjoy hearing from you all. And please remember to pray for the people inside your head, for they won't be there when you're dead.